support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. As I've said to them, I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance too, as is the love, support, and kindness that has been shown by so many of you. It means so much to us both. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery. At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel everybody, and thank you so much for watching. What is happening, you guys? I am Jade. If you're new here, welcome. Hi Princess Arrow, hi. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. So the video that you guys just listened to was Princess what's her title again? Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, announcing that she has been diagnosed with cancer. Please hit the like button and also share. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. So I wanted to quickly come out here and talk about this because I have seen so many stories about this. I have been following before Kate actually came out to announce her cancer diagnosis. She had been missing in action. The last time she was seen in public was shortly after the Christmas holidays, and she wasn't seen again. So there had already been this massive call in the media, in social media, everything, with people demanding the whereabouts of Kate. She hasn't been seen out, and people were wondering, speculating, because it was very, very abnormal for her to have been gone for as long as she has been gone. And it was weird, and people definitely took notice, and so people started, like, I will follow some Twitter feeds, and I will see stories about different kinds of conspiracies about what may have happened to Kate and why she's missing, what Prince William knows and when he knows it. So there were even speculations that maybe somehow she has, she's no longer with him or whatever. So that was going on for a while. First of all, I think I should even start off by basically saying that my heart goes out to Kate. Okay, she looks incredibly devastated in this video. She looks devastated. She looks so fragile. She looks so like this is the last thing that she wants to do. I can't even begin to imagine what the entire royal family is going through, because outside of King Charles, remember King Charles had already announced earlier that he too was diagnosed with cancer. And then in addition to that, another royal family Sarah Ferguson has also, I think she's the Duchess of York, she had also been diagnosed with cancer. So there are three royal family members who are currently battling cancer. Like they say, when it rains, it pours. It is definitely a storm in the royal family right now. Like I can't even begin to imagine I can't even begin to imagine what all of this would be doing to the entire family. Like, it is crazy, it is wild. So, my heart definitely goes out to her. She's not my favorite person because of the things, the way she treated Meghan, but I even my least favorite person in this entire world, I wouldn't wish cancer on them because, like, this is this is not even something that, okay, we should take lightly. No, this is major. This is messed up. So my heart definitely goes out to every single person in the royal family, okay? Because this is too much, man. This is too much. Maybe they need to consult with some type of, I don't know what needs to happen, but three major royal family battling cancer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is just too much. So, anyways, like I was starting to say, my heart goes out to her. Just looking at her, you can tell that she didn't necessarily want to be here. Thank you so much, Princess Arrow. Thank you, Arrow Princess Channel. Thank you for €5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. She says, happy you're back, Jade. I'm happy to be back as well. I missed you guys so much. Thank you. So yeah, and like I was saying, like there had been these conversations about where was she, where was this person, and where was the other person. Nobody knew where she was. They thought maybe something had happened. And when you're a royal family and you're not speaking up about certain things, speculations will run amok and people will make up whatever decisions, whatever opinions they want to make up. And that's totally up to you. That's how you want it. But yeah, so there was this speculation. And then sometime, I think it was a week or so ago, a little over a week ago, or maybe let's say 2 weeks ago now, they brought out this picture. Let me see if I can find it. Let me share my screen. Because they couldn't explain, because the call for the whereabouts of Kate was becoming too loud, somebody in the royal family, thinking that, oh, in their infinite wisdom, decided to post an AI generated picture claiming that it was a recent picture of Kate and her family. Let me share my screen. And obviously, in this day and age, people think that they can, unless people don't want to talk. Oh, we've come to a point in this in technology that you cannot fool anybody again. You simply cannot fool anyone, especially when it comes to all these artificial intelligence stuff. People know. If people, for whatever reason, because it serves their purpose, which is the number one reason why people will oftentimes keep quiet over something that they can clearly see is false. Other than that, because it serves a purpose, people can spot a fake. So let me share this. Let me share my screen. There is this there is a picture that the royal family decided that they were going to release, so to kind of pacify the people that were asking questions about the whereabouts of Kate and all of that malarkey, right? So they decided to post this picture, which was clearly artificial. It wasn't real. It was a fake picture, you know and so they posted this picture claiming that it was a recent picture of Kate and her kids and all of that malarkey. And so they posted that. And obviously, people immediately spotted that this was fake, this was not real. And so, what they ended up doing by virtue of posting this was basically fuel the fire of speculation even more, because now people are really, even those that were on the fence before, they are really now convinced that something had happened to Kate. and the royal family is trying to cover it up. And because they're trying to cover it up, they are posting at AI generated pictures to kind of make it seem as though, oh, just to mislead and deceive people. So that did not sit well with anyone. So they basically ran the conspiracy theorists. Oh my gosh, they had a field day. They had a field day. They were marinating, they were having orgasms, because to them, this was a confirmation that they were onto something the entire time. To them, this was a confirmation that something was wrong with Kate, and the people were keeping it a secret. The people were trying to hide what had happened to Kate. Okay, so when these pictures was posted, and obviously the royal family did not get their desired response, they didn't get their desired results, what they actually wanted out of the situation. They had no choice than to force a woman who is currently undergoing treatment after she has surgery. You just heard that. She said she has surgery in January, and they didn't even tell her that what she had was cancer, because they didn't think it was. Do you understand? So they had to force this woman to come out and address. Like, I don't know who it was who thought it was a genius idea, person in the royal family who thought it was a genius idea to share an AI generated picture in an effort to mislead the public. In an effort to mislead the public. Paul Wilshire says, I think Kate posted that herself. Oh, okay. I think I've also heard that people are saying that it was Kate that posted it herself. I don't know. I want to assume that somebody as major as Kate would have like social media managers posting things and not necessarily confiding in them, confiding in Kate, or getting confirmation from Kate before posting. I feel like she's major. She's not like Freak Pepe, who claimed to have all this team where she has not. Like when Kate, like you don't even need to be told by Kate that you have a team that she has a team for you to know that Kate has a team. Do you understand? So yeah, I saw people saying that she was the one that posted her, but she had to come out and basically address this. Again, Kate is not my favorite person because I detest the way she treated Meghan. I detest it, but I cannot, in my heart, the way that I am programmed in life, the way God made me, when I see somebody suffering, going through things, I cannot help myself. I automatically my mind goes to feeling sorry for that person. Doesn't matter how much money they have, doesn't matter how much awful things they have done in the past. It's just how I am programmed. And so my heart really goes out to Kate. And I think it was really important for anybody to advise her or advise anybody in the media, in anyone managing her media, to post such a misleading photo in a bid to curb the public outcry about what had happened to Kate. I think she would have come out. It would have been better if she had just come out as soon as the public outcry became too much. I think it would have been better if she had just come out and just be like, this is what's happening to me, as opposed to trying to like dribble the public, trying to like mislead the public and try to do X, Y, and Z. Because they say a stitch in time saves nine. If she had just done this thing that she eventually did, nobody would have, she wouldn't have, the whole situation would not have been a fuel to the fire, which it eventually turned into, that she had no choice than to then come out and address the situation. She should have done that right from the beginning. If it was a nothing burger, if it was just something, because people were coming up with all manners of wild allegation. Oh my God, people were coming out, and they were, in addition to this picture that was posted on her official social media, there were also videos of some type of lookalike, Kate Middleton lookalike, that will be oftentimes seen with, I don't know if that was also AI generated, but there was also some type of lookalike that was seen with Prince William, and trying to pass her off as Kate, and that also blew up. It's just like a stitch in time saves nine. A stitch in time saves nine. But I'm glad that she's finally coming out to address this. Let me play this one more time. I'm glad that she's finally coming out to address it, because whatever we think about her, she has people who actually loves her and they think the world of her, and you can never take that away from her.
And for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery...
Let me see this comment here. Somebody says the palace lied so much that people are now coming out to say Kate video is AI generated because nothing in the background is moving. Yeah, and that's what happened when you give people reason to speculate, trust and believe that they will speculate and they will go wild. People have no shortage of imagination when it comes to things like this, especially when it comes to like the royal family, when it comes to politics. People have no shortage of imagination. You will be amazed at how far some people will go when they're trying to think of what may be the situation here. It is amazing. So the best way, especially if you're a royal family, like the public is heavily invested in your life and what you do and everything of that sort, just come out open and tell the world that this is what is actually happening, and then people will just leave you be. But the reason why the cause for Kate to make an appearance became so loud was because for 2 months nobody had seen her. The last they heard of her was that, and it was even speculation that she's had some type of surgery, and as you can see, she's very frail, and people will speculate. People, and you're right, the royal family, they don't tell the truth. When I think about the royal family, it kind of gives me like the Kennedy family of America, how the Kennedy family is so consumed with protecting their secret. They have a lot of secrets and they're so consumed with the prospect of their secret leaking out, so they're always actively trying to protect, and in doing so they end up shooting themselves in the foot because they're trying to protect the secrets that will eventually come out. Do you understand? So yeah. So let's let me see. Let's keep going.
Surgery was successful. And for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay.
Right. Okay, so let me quickly see this coming here. Somebody says, much as I don't really like her, I felt she was forced to address a private health matter. The conspiracy theories are wild. They are so wild. And as you can see, she looks very, very frail. Okay. And everything in this situation, everything in this picture is so calculating. Kate naturally, I won't say naturally because I've heard for many, many years now that she has a eating disorder. So there is also that. So with that in mind, she's a very, very naturally thin person, very thin. There was this interview that somebody did, and they said that there was an event that Kate was there was a dinner event that Kate attended. You see these peas, those green peas that Kate can actually slice, those tiny green peas up to like four parts and and chew on them one piece after one piece after one piece for more than 1 hour. So somebody that attended a dinner event with Kate, a royal event, this was what they observed, that she had become so masterful of it that she can slice it. That was all that she had to eat. So there had been this ongoing conversation about her eating disorder, alleged eating disorder, whatever. So she's generally a very thin person. But as you can see in this picture, like, she looks so frail. Yes, she's wearing she's wearing an horizontal striped shirt. And what typically happens, that's why I said everything has been orchestrated, including what she's wearing. Horizontal striped shirt has this thing that it makes you look bigger than you actually are. Okay, makes you look bigger than you actually are. And just like vertical striped shirt makes you look thinner than you actually are, so horizontal striped shirt make you look a little bit wider. So everything in this video had been pretty planned, calculated, to not make her look as frail as she actually is. So yeah, I definitely agree that she had been forced to come and address this, just like she was forced to come and pose before the media and everything just hours after giving birth to her first child. It's all part of the royal protocol that they must, it's just, holy moly. Holy moly. Is you don't need to lecture Eva Covet, you don't need to lecture anybody here about what the British did to amass the wealth. We're not talking about this. That's a whole different conversation. At the end of the day, whether they did all kinds of atrocious things, which I read that they did, there's still a human being here. Okay, so if you want to dwell on that, maybe you should wait for next video where this conversation about all of the havoc that the British royal family did to amass all the wealth. Maybe wait for that video and then you can vent. That's not what we're talking about here. There's no need for you to come and talk down on anybody here, Eva. No need, absolutely no need. At the end of the day, I'm not going to say, oh, because they did X, Y, and Z, and then and not address that she looks like she's suffering. Don't talk down on anybody here. Nobody is a child here, please, and thank you very much. Okay, Akia Etienne says professional cancer doctors are saying there is nothing like preventative chemotherapy. They are now questioning her statement. Just like there will be, I'm sure, a million other doctors, cancer doctors, who will come out here and tell you that there is absolutely something, as preventative chemotherapy. It depends on who you want. Like, as long as you have your money to buy the experts, people will come and tell the world exactly what they want, what you want them to hear. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. So yeah. You guys can go and fight somebody else, not me. Not me.
And for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them, and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. As I've said to them, I am well, and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance too, as is the love, support, and kindness that has been shown by so many of you. It means so much to us both. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery. At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
So that's the video. Let me read this comment. I like this comment. This person says, it would have been nice to see Prince William physical at her side when she made the announcement. Absolutely. Do you know that this particular point that you just made have once again reason more speculations about why he wasn't there by her side? I mean, for them to actually come out and announce that she has cancer, I'm sure that there would have been conversations had. There would have been, talks about how they can go about this, strategies that they must use. So no one even tried to suggest that maybe Prince William should be here when his wife is talking about being diagnosed with cancer. This one again has now brought another bout of controversy, another bout of speculation. I just know it. Because that's how it is. Okay. And it struck me as odd, if I'm being completely honest, it struck me as odd that he wasn't there. So that kind of gives some kind of, that why wasn't he there? Why wasn't he there with her? And like I said, everything that the royal family does is strategic. They don't just wake up one morning and say, oh, this is what we're going to do today. No, it takes weeks and weeks and weeks of planning. Okay, for them to do anything at all, it takes weeks and sometimes months and sometimes even years. Okay, so I'm wondering why they couldn't reschedule whatever it was that Prince William was doing. They couldn't reschedule, or they couldn't arrange this. The video that Kate was going to do, they couldn't arrange a video around the time that Prince William was going to be around so that he can be a part of it. This has definitely brought up a new bout of speculation, because we know the public. We know the public. We know the public. When you give them an inch, they will want to take a mile when it comes to speculations. People can just be on social media all day, just be looking for something that they want to speculate about. So it would have been better if they had not given people that, that ammunition. But it is what it is. And somebody says that this disease came as a bombshell, so who knows, maybe she's frail looking and can't even speak up. So the video was AI generated. Who knows? 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 But it definitely did struck me as odd. It did. It definitely did struck me as odd when he wasn't standing next to her by her side while she was talking about this. Yes, it was not even like a live video, it was a prearranged one. I think it would have been better. But people are going to make excuses for him. People are going to give all manner of reasons, excuses as to why he wasn't able to be there. So they're gonna give all manner of reasons why he wasn't able to be there. Ernestine says, would have shown he was supporting her illness. Very strange indeed. Yeah, it is. And now that's another thing. That's another thing that people are pondering over. What exactly is going on? Because there had been this conversation. I actually saw a post. Was it 2 weeks ago or almost 2 weeks ago now? When I saw a post about how, this Rose, whatever, I forget her last name, Rose, that is supposedly friends with Kate. There were even conversations that he's messing with her, blah, 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 blah. I think it would have been better for his own image too. Like, it would have been better if he had just been there. Okay. It would have been better if he had just been there, but he wasn't. And it is what it is. Um, Aero Princess Channel say being part of the royal family is a punishment because the royal setting will not allow the members of the family free. And I'm glad Harry and Meghan left the royal family. Yeah, Harry and Meghan actually left a statement, and people were like, "Oh, they didn't leave a statement." Anything that those people do. And then once she left the statement, once Harry and Meghan left the statement, "Oh, this statement is fake. This statement is not believable. Oh, why would you come out and give a statement when you should be reaching out to them from behind the scenes?" Come to find out, they actually reached out to them from behind the scenes and spoke to them directly to make sure that, it wasn't as if they just wanted to do this high service thing where they come out on social media. Before coming out on social media to even talk about what was going on, they had already reached out to William and Kate. Let me share the let me share the message. Like, before, let me tell you, when Harry and Meghan came out to announce, oh my gosh, oh, there she is. They don't hate Harry, they hate Meghan. There she is, trying to make herself the center of attention. There she is, trying to do X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you gotta say something. But before she says something, these were the same people that were in the comments dragging her for not even, you know, whatever, whatever. So now that she has said something, there was even some speculation that maybe she has something to the time that Kate was missing in action. There were even speculation that maybe Meghan has something to do with it. Like, those people cannot win to save anybody's life, no matter what. So this was their statement. The statement that they really says, "We wish health and healing for Kate and the family and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace." You know. So once they release the statement, oh, there you go. Oh, they just want, they just trying to suck up the attention. It's always about them. Why couldn't they just reach out privately? Why couldn't they just reach out privately? And then they learn that they reached out privately, and then they're like, oh, if they already reached out privately with Kate and William, why come out to talk about? Because if they had not given a public statement, you people would have fried them. Now that they have given a public statement, you guys are wondering why couldn't just reach out to them. And then upon learning that they had already reached out to them privately, you're not trying to make it seem as though, oh, they should have just, reached out privately and left it at that. Harry and Meghan can never, ever, ever, ever win. And that's just the truth. Um Elaine Marba says, this would have been Prince William's chance to show affection in public towards his wife at this time. This is a PR announcement got wrong yet again. Yeah. Iris says, Jade, your voice sounds much better today. Hope you feel better too. Yes, I do. I do feel better. Thank you. Y2OK says, Jade, wait until you see those tarot card readers. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Mm. Um Placey Ada say the privacy comments about this issue even got me laughing. Like, give them privacy. Well, no. When Meghan asked for privacy, they all said that that's the job and she should suck it up because she's being paid taxpayers' money. Laugh out loud. Exactly. And I see that a lot now. Even when I go on Twitter when I was on Twitter to see this video, I saw a lot of people saying, give them privacy, give them privacy. It's so interesting how people have selective outrage, people have selective reasoning, depending on who is at the receiving end. If it is the person that they like that is at the receiving end, they will go out of their way to make a point for why those people need privacy. But if it is somebody that they do not like, they will also bend over backwards trying to prove the reason why a call for privacy is unrealistic. Like, you cannot win with these people. You simply cannot win. It's actually quite laughable. But yeah, and she's asking for privacy. Even Harry and Meghan, they are also asking for privacy for them, which I think is just because they understand, they know what it means to not have privacy, to have your entire life combed, to have people stalking you. Do you know how many times Harry and Meghan had to move at various places because they had paparazzis and media and whatever camping at various places, giving out information about their whereabouts and making them feel unsafe. Do you understand? So, yeah. Um, Let me see. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's funny. Funny in a sad clown kind of way. So yeah, I wanted to quickly bring this here and just give you guys this update because this is a story that I have been following for quite some time now, and it's a very, very interesting story. It really is, you know. And now, oh, Ferguson. I was talking about Ferguson, who was also diagnosed. Okay. Okay. No, before I talk about Ferguson, oh, look at me. I almost forgot. So now, when King Charles was announced, they never really they never made public the type of cancer that he had. So now there are speculations that he had pancreatic cancer and he has 2 years or even less to live. Okay. And they say this is basically an open secret for everybody in the royal family, basically knows that he has pancreatic cancer and he has a very short amount of time to live. Wow. Let me see. I'm trying to find a. Okay. Wow. Hold on, let me share my screen. So this is what's being reported by multiple sources. That it's basically like an open secret. Hit the like button, guys, on this video. Thank you so much. I'm gonna leave soon, but I just wanted to quickly share this. That basically his prognosis is not good. It is not good. Wow. So let me see. Yeah. So this one basically says King Charles' cancer is eating him alive. The situation is desperate for the royal family. So the article says King Charles' health is declining rapidly amid attempt to save the crumbling 1,200-year-old British monarchy, which has been rocked to its very foundation by a seemingly endless torrent of scandal, disease, family feuds, and an heir too weak and distracted to pull it out of a catastrophic tailspin. King Charles is much sicker than the palace let on and simply isn't up to the job of running his fractious family. The Crown's business interest and oh my God, the Crown's business interest and fulfilling the daily duties of the monarchy. A member of the royal inner circle reveals His cancer is eating him alive. He's very frail. The situation is desperate. Sadly, Charles, 75, waited more than 7 decades to ascend the throne only to see the monarchy spin wildly out of control since his mother, Queen Elizabeth's death in 2022. And with Charles in the death throes of his cancer battle, said to be killer pancreatic cancer, and exhausted 76-year-old Queen Camilla, who'd filled in for her ailing husband on 13 separate occasions, carefully jetted off to the Mediterranean on vacation. Me, I don't know. I don't understand how the royal family business is handled, though. But did I just read this right? That Queen Camilla has jetted off to a vacation. It didn't speculate. Maybe as I continue to read, maybe they will give more details, because it doesn't speculate whether or not her husband went with her. She's gone on vacation to the Mediterranean. Hey, now what for life, oh, Queen Consort Camilla. So continuing, the article says, meanwhile, Prince William, 41 years old, Prince William, 41-year-old heir to the throne, has cut back on his royal duties to attend to his ailing wife, Princess Kate Middleton, and deal with other issues. So he cut back on royal duties, but he couldn't even be by her side when she was announcing that she has cancer. That's very interesting. When William bowed out of a February memorial for King Constantine of Greece due to personal reasons, families scrapped the bottom of the royal barrel by allowing accused sex predator Prince Andrew to represent it. That's what happens. They pushed Harry and Meghan out. They pushed Harry and Meghan out. And now they can't even get somebody that does not have a embarrassing public scandal. They had to use somebody that is basically persona non grata to go after, to go and attend to specific royal functions. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, wow. Behind the scenes, Camilla is disgusted by the king's apparent weakness and is providing him little. Oh my gosh! Wait, behind the scenes, Camilla is disgusted by the king's apparent weakness and is providing him little comfort as he battles for fatal cancer. Ah, Camilla is not even being a supportive wife. That's what is being revealed here, oh my people. Camilla is not even being a supportive wife. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that allegedly she is disgusted by King Charles' apparent weakness, and she's providing him little comfort as he battles cancer. Wow. So continue by going on holidays. She was thumbing her nose at stepson William. So, oh my gosh, who is incapable of shouldering the monarchy's burden on his own. Camilla went on vacation. Camilla say, I send you markets. I send you. Wait to consign me, consign you. Eh? Wait to consign me, consign you. You're on your own, dude. Camilla Dango Nyash say, I dey go Mediterranean, no. I dey go Mediterranean, no. Ah. Oh my goodness. By going on holiday, she's thumbing her nose at stepson William, who's incapable of shouldering the monarchy's burdens on his own. To some degree, Charles' other sibling, Princess Anne, 73, and Prince Edward, 60, and his wife, Sophie, 59, have tried to fill some of the gaps, but are clearly overwhelmed. Anne, who's had a frosty relationship with Camilla, is now said to be grousing about getting dumped with some of the vacationing queen's workload. Royal observers believe the seeds of the monarchy's destruction were sown some 12 years ago with efforts to streamline the numbers of relatives who could officially represent the family. The clutch was further reduced when Charles' son, Prince Harry, met and married Meghan Markle. The two went on to break with the royal family and embark on a ruthless, persistent campaign to disparage their royal king. Mm, You're still going by that, eh? We're still going with that. The end result is where we are today, notes the observer. After nearly 2 months of rolling crisis, the royal family looks threadbare, depleted, and wan. And whatever unity they have may have once shared now seems shattered. The monarchy is in a shambles and has embraced a bunker mentality with royal family members all looking to ensure their own survival after the coming apocalypse, says the courtier. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan are lurking in the shadows and appear to be savoring every humiliation heaped on the royal family. Leave Harry and Meghan alone. They're truly getting the last laugh. This is not about, oh my goodness. Okay, when they start disrespecting Harry and Meghan, that's when they lose me. Harry and Meghan they are enjoying this. Are you mad? My people. Mm, 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 mm. Wow. So, like I was saying, Sarah Ferguson also has cancer. Sarah Ferguson also has cancer. So it's like when it rains, it pours. It's a storm in the royal family. Ellie Abba says, we all knew what Camilla was, and Harry further explained it, but all they were interested in was to keep bashing him and his wife, what goes around, how they threatened Diana and abandoned her in a cottage all by herself whilst they carried on gallivanting all over the place. Exactly. And then they made sure that they turned her children, like they abandoned her. She didn't even like they try to brainwash her children against her. You know, Onyinye say they will always bring Meghan and Harry in every issue the royal family has. That's a shame. It is. Why can't they just make the article about, you know, Prince William, Princess Kate, King Charles, Queen Consort Camilla? Why do they have to? Because if they just make the conversation, the topic, the article about all these four major players in this situation, nobody will care. They want to, dangle a bit of spice of dragging Harry and Meghan to pique readers' interest because they know that the hate that a lot of the British monarch, the royal watchers have for Meghan, especially, is so grand. They just despise. They think Meghan is a puppet master. They think Harry is so stupid that Harry doesn't even know how to wipe his own yash after he goes and does number two. They don't even think Harry even knows how to do any of that. So they want to always pull Meghan into it. Trust me, God forbid anything happens and Harry and Meghan break up today. The British people, they will be more than happy. Welcome Harry with open arms. Welcome, prodigal child. We always knew it wasn't your fault. We always knew because you are so slow, you're so dense, you don't have sense, cannot think for yourself. It was that puppet master wife that you married that did all those things that made you turn against your family. So welcome. I'm telling you, that's how they're gonna see it. That's how they see it because I have read comments at the peak of the issue between Harry, Meghan, and the royal family, people saying, oh, Harry cannot even make up his own mind, that Meghan is the one pulling the string. So if, God forbid, their marriage doesn't work out and Harry goes back to the family, trust me, the British family, the British royal family, the British public will just pretend as if Harry never even did anything. Even though there are documented evidence of Harry expressing how much he disliked being a member of the royal family. Disliked. There are video evidence through the years, prior to even knowing that somebody like Meghan existed. He had always expressed just how disgusted he felt about his royal family. But all of a sudden, because they could never imagine turning against him, so they decided to use Meghan as a scapegoat. Oh, it was all Meghan's fault. He loved being a member of the royal. He loved being this and that. It was always Meghan's fault. Oh, let's just blame Meghan for the reason why. Let's just blame Meghan for it. So yeah, if Harry decides that he wants to go back, oh my gosh, they're going to, we know, you don't even need to explain anything. Young man, we know it was not your fault. You don't have your own agency, you don't have your own mind. You are stupid, you can't make up your own mind. It was that awful, evil black woman that turned you against your own family and turned you against your own country. We know, no need to even explain. None of this is your fault at all. No, we've always known that you were dense. We've always known that you were slow. So yeah, don't explain, don't explain, don't explain. We know, we know, we know. We know. Even though, like I said, there are lengthy documented instances where Harry explicitly expressed his disdain about being a member of the royal family. Because right from time, he figured out from a long time ago that they were making him look bad to make William look good. Because you want to have a popular king. King Charles is not a popular king, not by a stretch of the imagination. He's very unlikable. People do not like him. Okay, even the British public do not necessarily, it doesn't exactly have a likability factor with regards to the British public. It was only as a result of the hate that they have for Meghan that made them started to see, well, we can't hate Meghan and also hate King Charles. So we have to manage King Charles. He's not a likable person. Because, ideally, a king is supposed to be liked. His mom was very popular, very likable. She was beloved by the British public, by everyone. She was beloved, But he's not, because of what he did to Diana. So Meghan was the scapegoat, so that it was so orchestrated so that people can hate Meghan so much that they will give him a pass. And so part of the reason why Harry disliked, because Harry figured out from the very early on the politics involved, that they were doing all these things. They were planting negative stories. They were doing all from a very young age, from when he was a teenager. We're planting fake stories to make him less liked and William more liked, because William was the heir apparent. So they cannot have a king that is not liked, because if the public does not like you as a king, they will not respect you. That's just how it is. Okay? If they fear you, they will not respect you. But if they respect you, they will listen to you and they will pardon you and they will put up with whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so Harry learned from a very early age that They were throwing him under the bus to make William look good because William has no soul. William has no soul. He's soulless. But Harry was always the one with the heart. Harry was Diana's son. Okay, so once Harry realized that, oh, these people are actually throwing me under the bus, even from a young age, even as a kid, throwing me under the bus to make their future king more likable. That was when he started expressing resentment for his family. It had nothing to do with Harry. Nothing. Sorry, it had nothing to do with Meghan. But Harry learned from a very young age that they were using him. He was a spare in every sense of the word. He was a spare. You know, feeding the media false information about him, or even real mistakes that he would have made as a young boy growing up, navigating through life and making errors and making mistakes and learning from them. Things that did not need to make it to the media, but they will put those things out there just to make him less likable. Because from a very young age, he was always very likable. Always very likable. Because people can see that he has heart. But they don't want an unpopular king now, do they? They don't want an unpopular king. They don't want an unpopular king. So they had to make Harry look like a bad kid. They had to feed the media information, making him like a really bad seed, just so that William can get the likability factor. But still, still, still. Because people who have dealt with William, they say he's a very cruel. Even in Harry's book, Harry said it, that he will literally deny him as a brother. William would deny him as a brother and tell him that nobody should know. Don't tell anybody that you're my brother. He's not a good person. So, yeah. Y2OK says Meghan only came at the right time for him to escape. Unfortunately, she became the fall guy before the British. Exactly. Very true. Yeah. She definitely became the villain. The one that they blame for everything. Everything. They literally treat Harry like he's just like he's some type of a moron who cannot even tie his own shoes. This is how they treat Harry. Like he can't make his own decision, even though there are evidence of Harry expressing. So yeah, I don't know what to say, but I don't know what to say. And he never felt any love, and he was, when you have a heart, even when you come from a royal family, but you have a heart, you are born with a soul. There are some things that, royal family, like there is this narrative that he should not have expected it. Like he said that his father never gave him a hug. It's just something that you should never expect from like your father to give you a hug. But because he was born with a heart, he has a heart. He's like his mom, so he can't just accept that. To him, he will oftentimes wonder why his father has never given him a hug or whatever, even in the face of the devastating death of his mother. Like, he's never really felt love. And William was fine with that. William didn't need a hug from from his father. He didn't need anybody to give him a hug. He wanted to be brutal. He was fine being brutal. But Harry is cut from a very different cloth, and it shows. It shows. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Um, Shell said this is why the media helped them drag Harry's reputation to make Will look good. This is why Princess Diana tried to prepare and left adequate provision for him in her will. Exactly. And after they left Britain, after they left the UK to start a new life in America, it really was his mother's. It really was his inheritance that he used, to set himself up and stand on his own 2 feet. You know, it really was his mother's the inheritance that he got from his mother. You know, Rotendo says, can you imagine, even with the announcement, they redirected their frustrations towards Meg? Yeah, yeah, by default, because they know that's the only way they can grab the audience attention. The only way they can get people to continue to like read the article is if they sprinkle a few hateful bits about Harry and particularly Meghan into the article. That's the only way, because they know that if they do not, because the audience are reading, the British public are reading this, they are waiting to hear exactly what they're gonna say about Harry and Meghan, and if the article goes on and doesn't say anything about Harry and Meghan, people are not going to share the article. They're not going to be interested, So that's why they always have to. It's their selling point. Sprinkling a bit of hate towards Harry and Meghan is their selling point. It's very sad, but it's the reality. It's the reality of life. Ellie says if it was possible, they would have blamed Meghan for Diana's death. I'm telling you, if there's a way for them to do some type of, if there's a time machine that would take them back in time, I have not a shred of that in my mind that they will find a way to blame Harry, they blame Meghan for Diana's. Like I have not one shred of that in my mind that they would. If there's a way for them to create a time machine, go back in time and make Meghan today's years old when Princess Diana passed away, they would do it and blame Meghan for it. Miriam Cameron says when Harry was in military on last tour in Afghan, it was William who gave out his location and almost cost Harry and his team their life. Exactly. I don't know if this is true, but I see that actually happening because when Harry was in the military, all of the campaign, the hate campaign, all the media smear campaign that they had launched against him through the years, joining the military and actually going into battle. This is not like William, who was just some type of volunteer or whatever. Harry was actually in the battlefield. So people just hearing about that just kind of started to see him in a different light and loved him even more, because that is such an amazing thing. This guy does not need to do anything else other than to make an appearance and get paid millions, but he's still putting himself out there. He's in the military and he's going into battles, like real actual battles. So because Meghan wanted to put a damp to that. How dare he is in the military? Again, goes back to just the concept of not allowing somebody who's not going to be king to be liked more than the future king. It's all it boils down to. It just boils down to him wanting to be more liked than his brother. Because at the end of the day, he is the one who will be king. And a king has to be loved and respected. You can be a vicious king, and people can fear you, but there is nothing like when you are loved, because it is only when you are loved that you get respect. If you're vicious and you're scary and your people fear you, yeah, they will do whatever it is that you want them to do, not because of respect, but because they don't want you to off with their head. You get. So yeah, it's just that he just want to be liked. Um, 18 says Harry was an Apache pilot. His job in the military was extremely dangerous. I believe William that gave out his location because people was praising Harry for his good work. Yeah, back to that whole likability factor, because a king, he is the king. He has to have more love and more respect. He has to be more loved than respected. He will be the king, the would-be king. So yeah, that's all it boils down to. At the end of the day, Mimi said the jealousy and sibling rivalry between the two brothers runs so deep. It's not between them, it's one person against the other. Like what you're saying is basically false equivalency. Harry does not dislike his brother. He doesn't hate his brother. It is William who doesn't like Harry because Harry has always been the most likable between the two of them. Harry just wants himself and his brother to live in peace with each other. So it's like, I don't think you're being fair by saying sibling rivalry between the two brothers. You know, it's always Harry it's always William who had a problem with Harry. It's not between them. It's the hate that William has for Harry. Um oh, Iris, thank you so much, Iris. Thank you for 100 stars. I appreciate you. Harry says, great analysis like always, Jade. So happy to see you back on these Facebook streets. You have been missed. Thank you so much. I miss you guys as well. Thank you for coming through, Iris. I appreciate you. Rotendo said the level of hate is unbelievable. If they could shift the K from K to M, they would. Mimi says Diana knew who Harry was and knew that he would have been thrown to the wolves, so she prepared him for what was to come. Exactly. Yeah. There was one documentary I watched some years ago, and one of Diana's housekeeper was talking about how Diana really, like, he knew his son. Like, as a mother, the different characteristics, character traits, and character flaws of your children. And Diana really was just an attentive mother to Harry because she knew from a very young age that Harry was a gentle soul. Harry had depth. Harry had depth where William had none. William was cold, has always been cold, and always will be cold. So yeah. So and she did well to like prepare each and every single one. Like she knew William would be fine. I'm sure she also gave what she felt William needed, but really, you know. Um So yeah, anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining me for this quick update. And I just wanted to quickly drop this one here. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button. Please, guys, come on. Hit the like button, guys, and also share. Shakira Salmon says, you are right. A mother always know. Yeah, a mother always known to give exactly what each child needs. And I think Diana did a fantastic job doing that. I think she was caught short. She would have really been able to like give them both exactly what they needed, if she had stayed longer. Maybe somehow she would have been able to give William enough so that he can start developing a heart like the Grinch whose heart grew 3 sizes larger. Maybe his mom would have been able to like work some type of magic eventually, but poor woman was caught short, caught in her prime, and it's really unfortunate. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys for joining me this afternoon, and please hit the like button and also share. And and let me see. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button and share. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.